those are still live wires that were dangling above our heads. So now we are back in a relatively safe distance because a house exploded right at this corner where I'm standing, Florence and Sussex. This is right near Greenfield and Puritan here in Detroit. And just minutes ago, we were able to confirm through the fire department here that one person suffered minor injuries, so minor in fact they refused to be transported to the hospital. When you get a look at the damage from above, you'll see how remarkable that truly is. This all happened right around 4 o'clock this afternoon. That's what we were told by people who were living in the area. They said they heard the blast as far as 6 blocks away, thinking that it was coming from their house literally next door. That's how loud this was. They went outside, they saw all the emergency crews coming towards them. They realized the extent of this damage, and when then they got there, they kind of were able to assess what was going on. And then when we were on scene, after fire crews had already arrived, somebody claiming to be the homeowner who had apparently just listed this house for sale and was working on the house in the process of trying to flip it and sell it, arrived on scene trying to flag down the firefighters and let them know that they were the homeowners and that they had left 45 minutes ago. We overheard her tell authorities that she had smelled gas earlier in the day. Firefighters do believe preliminary that that may be what prompted the house to explode here. Again, all of this is still unfolding in real time here as this all happened just an hour ago. Take a listen now to some of the people who heard the blast and came out to see what was going on.
We just heard a loud boom. It sounded like it was downstairs. Like we actually thought that he was downstairs doing something and messed up something. And then when we went downstairs and saw he didn't do anything, we thought a car hit the house. But everybody on our block was literally outside, and we noticed that this was going on, and it's just been crazy.
Again, remarkable that only one person sustained minor injuries. What you're looking now is the house across the street from the house that is no longer there. The windows are blown out. At least 1, 2, 3 of those windows are blown out. Then next door to that one, the windows are blown out there. Across the street on the other side, they have windows blown out and another one. So at least 4 houses have their windows blown out. The house next door sustained the major damage. We see a TV hanging on the wall, mounted to the wall. You could see right through that house. Again, thankfully, nobody was severely injured in this. Just remarkable. We're hoping to learn more when we talk to firefighters who are still on scene. Just moments ago, DTE arrived. We're able to, I assume, turn off the gas because that's when the firefighters went into the remains of that house and started to sift through the debris. They have since backed off a little bit and continue to remain on scene, and I imagine have to be here for quite some time. So if we get any updates, we'll be sure to pass them along in our next live report coming to you at 6 o'clock. Reporting live in Detroit, Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
Dave, when you look at what's left of that house, it is hard to imagine there were only minor injuries. Can you talk more about the people that were inside the home at the time? How many? Maybe do we know where they were at the time of the explosion? And how minor, what are we talking about in terms of injuries?
Yeah, I'm still waiting to get some details on the minor injuries. Again, I was here right there when they rolled up the people claiming to be homeowners. They said they had left 45 minutes ago and returned home to this, had no idea what they were returning to. We also were on scene when a person claiming to be working in the house said he was running late because he was on another job. He would have been in that house when all of this happened. So whatever delayed him likely saved his life. So just remarkable, some of the stories we're learning here. Again, we hope to learn more once we talk to firefighters who are still processing the whole scene.
Oh, absolutely. We know this is just the beginning of the investigation, and we will check in with you in later editions of Fox 2 News. Dave, thanks.